Happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome in to another Daily Sports Take. If you missed any of my previous videos, be sure to subscribe to the channel and leave a like while you're there. So in the NFL, there have been 22 teams since 2003 that have gone from the worst in their division to the best team in their division in the next year. So today I want to talk about two teams, one in the AFC, one in the NFC, that I believe could go from worst to first in the 2020 NFL season if we do in fact get a season, which all signs do point to us having a season, but I thought I would throw that out there. So worst to first is not something that's totally uncommon. We have the New Orleans Saints do it in 2009. They actually won the Super Bowl that year. We've seen the Tampa Bay Buccaneers do it 3 times during that stretch since 2003. And so there are two teams that I think have a chance to do it. So we'll start with the AFC team. I think the Miami Dolphins in the AFC East have a chance to go from worst to first. Now they finished 5-11 last year. However, they won 5 out of their final 9 games. So they traded away a lot of talent early on in the season, and many thought maybe that this team was going to take a longer rebuild. However, they were able to get a lot of draft picks, and they drafted really well. They took their franchise quarterback in Tua Tagovailoa early in the first round. They get some defensive help. They get some offensive line help in the draft. And then, of course, before then in free agency, they spent a ton of money on defense, including going out and making cornerback Byron Jones the highest paid corner in the NFL. Him paired with Xavier Howard is now the most expensive cornerback duo in the NFL. They're owed $32 million combined per season over the next few years. So they have a very expensive secondary, but I believe that head coach Brian Flores believes in that unit and that they will get better. They add to the rush with Kyle Van Noy. Their linebacker position is better than it was before. And so the Miami Dolphins, in a now wide open Tom Brady-less division, have a chance to go from worst to first. I think that Ryan Fitzpatrick is the starting quarterback, at least at the beginning of the season for them, while Tua Tagovailoa continues to recover from his injury and learn the playbook. But I do believe that Tua could provide a spark to this team in the second half of the season that could help push them above the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. Not sure how those 3 teams are going to be this year, but remember, the Patriots won the division. They lose Tom Brady. Buffalo was a wild card team. We're just not sure how sustainable it is yet. So Miami has a great shot at winning the division next year. Now in the NFC, we're going to go to the NFC West and the team that was in last place 2 years in a row, the Arizona Cardinals. So this will be the second year for head coach Cliff Kingsbury and quarterback Kyler Murray to help the offense grow further than it has before. Now, what they did in the draft was spectacular for the offense. They basically used their second-round pick to acquire DeAndre Hopkins from the Houston Texans. So now they have a great trio of wide receivers with Larry Fitzgerald, DeAndre Hopkins, and Christian Kirk as a perfect number 3 for Kyler Murray here. They kept running back Kenyon Drake, who seemed to be a bust in Miami, but really broke out for the Cardinals last year in 8 games for them, rushed for over 800 yards, had a couple big games with touchdowns, and so Kenyon Drake's going to really help that running game. They helped upgrade their offensive line. They'd selected Josh Jones to play either right tackle or left tackle, and so this team is going to be better on offense. And on defense, well, they drafted Isaiah Simmons with their first pick, number 8 overall in the first round, one of the steals of the first round of this draft. Now, they already have Chandler Jones, who's one of the most underrated and greatest pass rushers in the NFL today. He owns the sack record for the most sacks, I believe, before the age of 27, or it's somewhere in that ballpark. But Chandler Jones is a playmaker on defense. They add Isaiah Simmons. They have Budda Baker in the secondary. They still have Patrick Peterson. The linebacking core is set. Simmons can fill in wherever they need to fill in another hole. So the defense should be much improved in year number 2 with Kingsbury and Kyler Murray, and the offense will be even more explosive thanks to the addition of DeAndre Hopkins, a better offensive line, and keeping Kenyon Drake for a full season, and seeing Kyler Murray develop into a potential MVP candidate, which we'll have a video on that later this week, so definitely stay tuned for that. But that's going to wrap up this video, everybody. So if you haven't already, I'd love it if you subscribe to the channel and leave a like on any video that you watch. Have a great day, everybody.